What is today's tip? Do you know what today's tip is? What is a tip? What are you? Are you even there? Because I'm talking to you like you're actually right here, but it's probably gonna take a while until you can see this, until you're actually here with me, like right now. So tell me in the comments, when is now for you? Like, what's the time and what's the day that you're watching this? Because for me right now is 7:40, wait, 6:40 p.m. on 26th of January. And I'm talking to you like right now. Okay, now let's get over this nonsense and let's start with today's tip of how to decrease anxiety and depression. Hello humans, good to see you back here. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing better. Because today, you're gonna feel better. I really hope you're gonna feel better after this. Although you might feel a little confused, you may still feel better. So, until now, I provided you with a minimum amount of physical things to do that will help you ascend in the area of self-betterment, self-improvement, in the area where things are great. Not great, but better. But now, we also have to focus on the emotional things we can do so we can feel better. Because we can't just feel better by running. We will feel better, but we'll still feel like, bad if we don't tackle this on both fronts. Now, as you probably are aware, we kind of drew the short straw when it comes to mental health, luck, to life encounters. But that doesn't mean that the short straw is a curse. What the short straw is an opportunity to show that we can take on the challenge of life. But for us to have this view, it is a long way, but not so long as you think. For now, the short straw represents more of a curse for us than it does an opportunity. But to change that, we need to learn something fun, something helpful, something that will help us change our perspective of how we see things. And the thing we need to learn is mindfulness. Mindfulness. Now, some of you probably heard of this before, and some think it's something like, "Who this new body? I have this position, and it must mean that I'm enlightened." Random noises in the silence. Illuminated. But no, it's not that. It's more like a new perspective on yourself, on the present, on things surrounding you, and the actions around you. You get plenty of new perspectives to have on things that seem difficult for you, so they won't seem that bad anymore. But since it is known that it helps with the stress, anxiety, and depression relief, I've figured, hey, let me just give it a shot to see how it is. And it's awesome. Ooh, I should probably mention that some of the benefits are anxiety and depression relief. And stress, and it helps you with your imagination and your focus. After I learned to use it, I can say it's pretty good. It helps you everywhere. It really does. Now the trouble with this is that it requires a lot of practice. Which is why I've introduced the breathing exercises to you first, so this would be easier. Because in some cases, thanks to my anxiety, I can think a couple of steps ahead, which brings us to this moment now. Because now is the time frame that mindfulness helps you focus on and appreciate. Alright, let me just get cool. Since the past brings depression and the future brings anxiety, all we have left is the present, the now. Now that was inspiring as something, right? Yeah. But seriously, we might not share the same past, we might not share the same future, but we do share the present moment. So why not learn how to make the best of it, right? Okay, let me just try to give you an example of how this works, how you're feeling the moment differently.
It's not okay.
No. But it is what it is.
As Sam Harris explained it, and I think someone explained it to Sam Harris also. I don't know for sure, I forgot, and now I'm really lazy to go check it out because the movie is going and it's 7 o'clock. 7 and 5. Yes, it takes longer to film, you know. It goes something like this. Imagine going to the movies. So you're watching a movie and all of a sudden you realize that you're sitting in a chair watching hundreds of pictures that are projected on a wall with sounds on your sides to give context to that pictures. For a brief moment, you will realize that where you are and what you're doing, and to see how different it is from what you thought you were doing until then. Now, I don't know for sure how to, give a tutorial to you on how to do this. It's mostly the breathing exercises that I've mentioned, so you can feel everything that goes around you, and then try to see a new perspective of things, of how they happen. Now, I don't know how to, guide you through this, since I had anxiety and depression from an early age. I think I had a propensity for this and I learned it pretty quickly. But I'm gonna go ahead and try and search some tutorials that seem good enough for you to understand what's happening and how to do this, and see if you like them. And if you don't, you can go and search for yourself, because there are lots of tips on this. And I don't want you to go in the wrong way. But please try it, because in the next episodes we will focus more on this. And I would like to have some companions that start to understand what's happening. And also, there is no reason for you not to try it. It's not a religion, it's not a propaganda or something. It's just you learning to see things in a better perspective. And another reason to try it is that people can help you, but they cannot live for you. You have to do that shit yourself. Unfortunately, this anxiety guy wants me to live on my own. Damn him. No, but this is the thing that worries me a lot. Because people think that somebody will be able to help you constantly while you're suffering, and they won't. They will be beside you, but it will still be you that's suffering. And I don't want you to be the one that's suffering. You get that, right? So live, my younglings. Take the wheel from the life and guide it everywhere you want to go. Because you're in charge of your life, no one else. Okay, so that's it for this tip for today. Mindfulness. A pretty cool thing. Try to take a look on the links below. It's what I'm gonna find soon about mindfulness and tutorials and guided meditation and things. Now, an important announcement. I'm gonna start a new series for you to see how mindfulness changes perspective on things. I don't know its name yet, but I know it's gonna be next week. And it's gonna be every 2 weeks, I hope. So basically it's gonna be 1 week anxiety, depression and stories, and 1 week with mindfulness things. And the next week it's gonna be the mindfulness thing. So until next time, I hope you please try some mindfulness exercises, and you'll know what I'm talking about by then. It's gonna be only 1 week. You have enough time to understand it just a little, at least. Thank you and goodbye.